We are back. So it's time to continue MLB The Show 16 Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode, and we just completed the first year player draft in 2018. We had one great draft though. We just quickly show off who we drafted. So in the first round we took the 90 overall potential Alexi Morales. Second round we picked 92 overall potential Peter Johnson. We picked Stephen K, Chris Estrella, and David Yamazaki. We did miss our first round pick just based on that we did get compensation for Mad Bum. So Alexi Morales, our second round pick, and Peter Johnson, our stud third round pick. So we had a great draft considering what we had to choose with for what we had what we basically had left to go and choose. But regardless, we picked the two top prospects, or one of the two top prospects almost in MLB in that draft. The first round is just a dumpster fire. People are choosing like C potential 52 overall players all over the place in the first round. It is a mess. But anyway, let's go and continue on our simulation. We're going to go and simulate up to around this Texas series. I want to play one game in Texas before the All-Star game. So we're going to go simulate up to around there. We'll see if Verlander's playing or something. We're going to go play a game against Verlander, who we traded in the offseason to Texas. So let's go simulate up to that. Okay, so we didn't have the greatest simulation to that. We were only 15 games above 500, but right now we're facing the 38-41 Texas Rangers. But are we facing Justin Verlander? We're facing, Justin Verlander's not even playing, so we just missed out on Justin Verlander to play against. But we'll go see, like Texas, they don't have the greatest rotation. They have one of the worst rotations in baseball right now on here. Their infield, outfield just stacked with stud players, but when it comes to rotation, there's trash. So we're gonna go, who's the best one of all this to play against? I guess we'll look at our own story. We got Stroman, what else we got? Padgett, Bumgarner. So we're gonna probably play this first game with Nigel Padgett, just because we haven't played with Nigel Padgett in a long time. The thing is, Padgett, he's not the greatest right now. 4-4, a 4.35 ERA. I don't think our bullpen's or our rotation's doing the best. Are we any good this year? Damn, we got Mad Bum. His ERA dropped. I mean, went better. So Mad Bum used to have a terrible ERA just based on the one game, but now it's going up, so that's good. Marcus Stroman, 3.4 ERA, not the greatest. Drew Smiley at 3.1 ERA, not the greatest. Aaron Sanchez 4.9, that is not good at all. We gotta address that soon. But Nigel Padgett at 4.3, so our rotation is not looking good whatsoever. We need to go and add some arms in this rotation soon. But I guess we'll go and play this one game between Nigel Padgett and Chi Gonzalez. So we're back at Rogers Center for another game of great MLB baseball. We're bringing out one of our better starters in Nigel Padgett, our Abe top prospect. He is going to be better in a few years, but right now he's an 80 overall, and he's doing decent right now. An ERA at 4.35, that's one of our better pitchers. Our pitcher's not doing very well at all in the season, but a 4-4 record, he's not too bad though. 10 games played, 62 innings pitched, he's not too bad. We're facing the Texas Rangers here at Rogers Center, but first play, they gotta ground out right to our man Lucas to first base for the first out of this inning. So next man up, they lay down the bunt right there, and that is a perfect bunt, as we're just too slow on getting that one. So they're gonna get a man on here in the first inning, the one out in this inning. So Ender and Suarte coming on with Ruke Nadador on first base, but Suarte gonna hit this one right at Will Myers, and it's gonna be caught for an out. So another out here, 2 outs, man off first, but they're gonna hit this one, a bobbler right to our man Austin Barnes, and that's gonna end that inning right there. So another great inning by the Blue Jays. Nigel Padgett doing very well so far, commanding his fastball and all that kind of good stuff. So going to the bottom of the first inning, we're facing Chi Gonzalez today for the first time this season. So our 4-5 record, a 4.27 ERA. He's not really that great. He's decent compared to Nigel Padgett though. And we're leading off with Byron Buxton. See this one high in the air in the infield. That's going to be the first out of this inning. So Buxton, he's doing okay this season, but we're bringing up one of our better hitters in Troy Tulowitzki. But too low, he's going to pop way up to the catcher for the second out of this inning. So very unlucky as that one curls back in play for the out. But the same thing happens to Josh Donaldson. This exact same thing happens, and that's going to end that inning again. So another not really that great of an inning right there. We both popped up a lot, but Nigel Padgett right there strikes out his first batter, Matt Wieters, on the day. So Nigel Padgett, another great pitch and another strikeout for him. But right here, we have Garcia, but Garcia nails Nigel Padgett in the face, and we're still going to get the out right there. But Nigel Padgett, are you okay? He's got smoked right in the face. That was hilarious, but he suffered a concussion and he needs to be removed from the game. So Nigel Padgett, that is not good at all. We had to check out a replay on this. Oh my god, he turned his head around. Did you see that? It's like some exorcist kind of stuff right there. Just turns his head completely around. I understand why. His neck looks broken, but yeah, it is just a concussion, so he should be okay. But we're going to see this once again in slow motion. Just turns his head completely around 360 degrees, or 180 degrees, and That's just crazy, though. He's like, his neck should be broken, but it's not. We're gonna bring in, though, Justin Miller to come and finish off this inning and maybe pitch a few innings. But here, he's gonna go and let the next man ground out to end that inning right there. So 2 outs by Nigel Padgett and 1 out by Miller to finish off this inning. So 1 out here, we need 1 hit for Texas. We have 0 so far, but we have Will Myers up. This one deep in the left center field. That one's going back, but it's gonna be caught by the center fielder to end that inning right there. So DeShields catches that one, and we're still without a hit within 2 innings. We're going to the top of the 3rd inning. We have Justin Miller still in. 1 out right there, 2 outs, a ground out. And the very next batter, another ground out to end that inning right there. So another great inning by Justin Miller, and we're going to the top of the 4th inning without. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we need to get our hit right here. We have Gerard Dyson up, but Gerard's gonna lay down the bunt, and the first baseman bites in that one. And that's just a successful bunt by Gerard Dyson, just perfect. Textbook play by Gerard Dyson. That's what you need to get on base. So our first hit of the day is a bunt. But here, Gerard Dyson, he's hitting good for second, get a steal, and he does not get the steal as he gets cut down at second base. So if you would have had his speed, like 97 speed that he had last season, would have easily reached there, but no, his speed's going down. We gotta decide what we're doing with Gerard Dyson. But next man up, Austin Barnes, gonna ground out right to the 3rd baseman to end that inning right there. So going in to the top of the 4th inning, we have one hit apiece for each. We have Justin Miller in, but Justin Miller allows his first hit of the day as that one goes into right field for Rougned Odor. So Rougned Odor, the first hit for the Texans in this inning, but get this one into shallow left center field. We gotta go get this out, and Byron Buxton makes the complete catch right there as he runs a long distance to get that one. So a perfect play by Buxton, but immediately right after that one, Justin Miller strikes with the very next batter for the 2nd out of this inning. So 2 outs in this inning, with 1 out for Matt Wieters, the catcher. We struck him out first, but he's going to go and strike out again for the 2nd time today, and that's going to end that inning right there. So Justin Miller playing very well ever since Nigel Padgett left with that, is basically like a broken neck, but it's a concussion in this game. But right here, Tulo up, he's hit this one right down center, and that's going to be our 2nd base hit of the day. So Tulo gets on here in this inning. He's one of our better hitters. He's leading us in home runs right now, which is pretty surprising. You'd think like Edwin would be leading, but regardless, that's Tulo's 100th win of the season, or 100 hit of the season, sorry. And Tulo, he's going to advance on a wild pitch right there to second base easily. He's just walking up there. So now we have man on second with 1 out for Josh Donaldson. But Donaldson with a drive, deep to right center field. That one's going back, and that one is goodbye, home run. So Donaldson just blasts that one to right center field, and now we take a 2-0 lead here in this inning. So Donaldson, he doesn't have that too many home runs this season. I'm really surprised how many he has. He only has like 3 or 4, but regardless, Donaldson just destroys that baseball to right center field. Exactly what kind of offense we need. And that's his 8th home run of the season, a 409-footer straight to right center field. And now we have a 2-0 lead here against the Texas Rangers. One of the teams, the Jays, have a pretty bad rivalry right now. It's pretty heated, but regardless, first man grounds out, second man James Loney grounds out, and Eduardo Nunez is up. But Eduardo Nunez is going to this one right at Will Myers, and Will Myers cannot handle that baseball as that one's going to reach for a double because Colby Rasmus takes forever on fielding that one. So there's a man on second with 2 outs, but it doesn't matter as our man Justin Miller cuts down the next batter, and that's going to end that inning right there. So a strikeout to end that one. As Justin Miller is just rolling at this point. He's doing very well for the Toronto Blue Jays. But right here, 3 hits apiece, 2-0 game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. But Colby, he's going to hit this one right in the left center field. Both the fielders die for that one. That's hilarious. It's almost like that the Three Stooges kind of thing. They crash at each other, but they don't even get out at all. Right here we have Gerard Dyson up. He lays down the bunt to go and get the sacrifice to second, and that's going to be perfect. But we do not get the base hit on that one, so there's a man on second with 2 outs in this inning for the Blue Jays. But it was a very close play at first base, though. Very close, but 2 outs here, 1 man on second. But the drives went into right center field. We're going back, but that one is going to be caught to end that inning right there. So another decent inning by us. We got a man on second, so that's what we really want. And going into the top of the 6th inning, we have Justin Miller still in right here, but the drives went into left center field. Let's go back, but Gerard Dyson just races in time to make that catch in left field, the first out of this inning. So 1 out here, the ground out right to our man Will Myers for the very 2nd out of this inning. So Justin Miller rolling through this inning as they're going to go and ground out right to Will Myers once again to end that quick 1-2-3 inning for the Texas Rangers right there. So it's still a tight ball game right here, 2-0 game. We have 4 hits, they have 3 on the day. Right here, Byron Buxton leading us off in this inning. He's going to ground out right to the second baseman, Rougned Odor, for this first out of this inning. But right now, we need to go and add some support runs. We need to make this maybe a 3-run game, a 4-run game, maybe. I don't know. We have Troy Tulowitzki up, one of our top hitters, one of the top home run hitters in the MLB right now. He's 3rd in AL. Let's see if he can hit a home run right here. Tulo the drive, deep left center field. That one's going back, and that one is gone. So Troy Tulowitzki smokes that one to left center field, and now it's a 3-0 game as we want it to be. So Tulo, he's one of the best home run hitters right in MLB right now, surprisingly. You think maybe Edwin or Tulo would be, or Edwin and Donaldson would be, but Tulo, he's the home run king right here in Toronto. It's his 22nd home run of the season, a 405-footer straight to left center field, and that's a 3-0 game right here. But we have Edwin up. He's going to walk immediately right after that to the pitcher. The guy, he's not really doing too well right now. Chi Gonzalez not doing well at all. But right here, next batter up, Lucas Duda. He's going to go and get walked once again. So back-to-back walks for Chi Gonzalez. Not looking good whatsoever. He's going to go and take Chi Gonzalez out of the ball game. So Chi, that's actually not too bad of a game by him. He pitched pretty good up until the home runs. But regardless, they're bringing in Vinny Pastano to go and finish off the Blue Jays in this inning. But right now, we got to go and bring out pest control as Will Myers coming up to the plate. Will Myers going to smoke this one into center field, but DeShields, he missed the dive on that one. That goes right past him. Right now, Edwin's running third. He's going to score. Right now, Lucas Duty's into home. Can he score? And he obviously will, as Will Myers gets a triple on that play, on that error, I guess, too. So DeShields, a terrible missed dive right there, as nobody's behind him anyway. So you score 2 runs on that one and make it a 5-run game. Right here, you have Colby Rasmus up, but Colby's going to strike out on that slurve to end that inning right there. So right now, you bring out pest control. We score 2 runs on Pastano, and now we're going into the top of the 7th inning. We're bringing in Fernando Salas, the top reliever in the MLB, I would say so myself. Right now, he's leading in votes for the AL reliever in the All-Star game. But right here, the first man is going to influence a fly out right to left field, and the second man, he's going to go and strike him out on that with that 4-seam fastball for the second out of this inning. So Matt Wieters, sit down, as that's the second out of this inning. So right here, you have Evasiel Garcia up. But Garcia is going to hit this one right over Josh Donaldson for the first single of this inning. So right now, Salas, he lets up his first hit of the day, but right here, he's going to go and strike out the very next batter on that changeup down and away, Loney. And that's going to end that inning right there. So Ace, he's obviously dancing around because we know we have a 5-run lead against Texas going into the bottom of the 7th inning. We're doing very well today. But 2 outs here, Byron Buxton up. But Buxton drives this one into center field for a single. So Byron Buxton, his first single of the day, as we get Troy Tulowitzki up. But Tula's going to pop this one in the center field. That one's going back, but that one's going to ultimately be a pop-up to end that inning right there. So another inning where we didn't really score any runs, but regardless, we still have a 5-run lead going in to the top of the 8th inning. We're bringing in Pedro Baez to come and shut down these Rangers. So 4.05 ERA, not the greatest, but he's a decent reliever, as this is the first man he's going to see is going to hit this one right down the right field line for a double. So a leadoff double in this inning, exactly what the Rangers want if they want to make a comeback, because they're bringing up Elvis Andrus to come and hit. Andrus is going to chip this one right to our man Will Myers. Will Myers makes a play at second for the first out of this inning. So now there's a man on third base with 1 out for Delino DeShields. But Shields, he's going to hit this one right down the right field line. That's going to be ruled a fair ball, and that's going to ultimately be a double, as Colby Rasmus takes way too long fielding that ball, and that's another double and another run scored for the Rangers. So now it's a 5-1 game with a man on second with 1 out here. This one right at Will Myers for the second out of this inning, but that means another man's moving on to third base with 2 outs. But they're going to round out right to our man Donaldson to end that inning right there. So we allow 1 run in that game. This is a 5-1 game. But right there, going into the top of the 8th inning, they're bringing in Sam Dyson to come and shut down our offense. Right here, 2 outs here with Lucas Duda up. But Lucas Duda going to ground it right to Rougned Odor to end that quick 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays right there. As going into the top of the 9th inning, we have 7 hits, they have 6. They're trying to make a big comeback here, and we need to shut down their offense and get another W on the season. But here, going to show Toronto here in all its glory, as we're bringing out one of our, not really any of our good relievers right here, as we're bringing in Julio Alvarez to come and shut down these Rangers. A 5.6 ERA, not good by any standards whatsoever, but we're just going to put him in there and hope for the best. Right here, he's going to go and strike at the very first batter with a slider inside the first out of this inning. Right now, bringing up Matt Wieters, 1 out. Matt Wieters going to pop this one into right field, and that's going to be caught by Will Myers for the second out of this inning. So that's going to bring up the very last batter with 2 outs here in this inning with Evasiel Garcia. He's their only hope here to make a comeback and win this ball game for the Rangers. But he's going to pop this one into center field, shallow center, and our man Byron Buxton's going back, and he's going to make the catch to end the ball game right there. So the Jays ultimately win this one 5-1 off those few homers by, I believe, Troy Tulowitzki and Josh Donaldson. So a very good game for us. We had a lot of home runs. We had very good defensive plays by Justin Miller, but regardless, we take the W over Chi Gonzalez as Troy Tulowitzki hit that home run, and now it's just a beautiful home run to get us a little bit of a lead there at 5-1. Right here, our top player of the game is going to be Justin Miller, filling in for the injured Nigel Padgett, who's only started maybe 1 or 2 innings. But Justin Miller, 4.1 innings pitched, only allowing 2 hits, 0 earned runs, and a few strikeouts. So a perfect ball game by all standards as we take this W 5-1. So I guess I'll end this episode off right here. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Toronto Blue Jays Franchise Mode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.